stolen sight, your name upon the tide, letters by the riverside. We used to walk by the riverside, shoes in our hands, moon on the tide, talking about nothing till the stars came through. Water whispering next to you. You trace a heart on the railing there, say when I'm gone just meet me there. I laughed and said don't stay too long, but the night kept humming our song. Then came the day that you had to go, suitcase small and I so low. I held on tight at the station line. You said right and I'll be fine. So I send you letters by the riverside, every word a little wave of stay, photographs pressed close, ink that never dries, carrying my heart your way, till you come back home and stand by my side, where the water and the willows hide. I'll be waiting there, breathing midnight air, reading letters by the riverside. I sit alone where the branches bend, thinking of you like a faithful friend. The lamplight kisses every page I write, paper glowing soft in the night. I tell you how the seasons change, how the river sings a sweeter phrase, how every sunset brings your face to mine in the ripple's silver line. Your careful hand in a foreign town, saying someday I'm coming back around. I hold those lines like a promise ring, hear your voice in everything. So I send you letters by the riverside, every word a little wave of stay, photographs pressed close, ink that never dries, carrying my heart your way, till you come back home and stand by my side, where the water and the willows hide. I'll be waiting there, breathing midnight air, reading letters by the riverside. One more train will pull into the night, under that same old station light. I'll wear the dress that you loved back then, and walk that river path again. If you are weary from the miles you roam, follow the sound of the water home. I'll be the girl with the hopeful eyes, by the soft and shining tide. We'll trade these letters for the riverside, every promise that we wrote in time. No more miles between, just the willow green and your fingers laced in mine. When you come back home and stand by my side, with your suitcase and your tired smile wide, we'll forget the years, all the lonely tears, by the letters and the riverside. Your hand in mine, the turning tide, no more words to hide, just love by the riverside.
station air. Snow was floating through the beams of a single-tired platform light on the edge of all our dreams. You were holding to your ticket tight, color turned against the night. I was trying to keep my voice from cracking in the yellow light. We could hear the rails far under, like a heartbeat in the ground. Every second on the clock there was another leaving sound. So I said I love you till the train comes in, till it brings you back to where our story did begin. I'll be standing by the railing with the same old hopeful grin. I'll keep my heart beside these tracks till the train comes in. Winters melted into longer days, still that platform stayed the same. Fresh paint on the wooden benches, but they whispered your sweet name. I would walk there on the evenings when the sky turned dusty blue, buy a coffee from the canteen just to sit and think of you. Every distant whistle calling made my foolish pulse race fast, like the moment you first held me at the doorway as you passed. And I vowed I'll love you till the train comes in. Through the letters that you send me and the towns you're living in, I'll keep waiting by that platform where the night and hope are thin. I'll keep a space here by my side till the train comes in. People say that time will soften all the edges of a vow, but the way you turn and wave there feels like it is happening now. If your roads have grown too crooked, if your days feel cold and long, there's a man beside a railing, still believing we belong. So come home, I'll love you till the train comes in. When your suitcase feels too heavy and you're tired in your skin, I'll be waiting where you left me. Let the years all lose their spin. We will find our first night courage when the train comes in. Hold me close as the doors swing wide again. We'll step out into tomorrow like we never walked away. Then I will write the rest of lifetime on the moment you walk in. I'll love you now and evermore till the train comes in. Ooh, till the train comes in. Till the train comes in.
waves kissed our feet. You were laughing with your jacket on my shoulders. I could hear my heart skip every beat. Down the boardwalk, all the summer lights were shining, candy colors in the soft blue air. And the sky turned slowly while the Ferris wheel kept climbing. I fell in love with you up there. All the little lights below looked like wishes in a row. I remember how it felt so real when you took my hand by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world can change its face, I will still be right beside you in that shining place. In my heart I'm always waiting by the Ferris wheel with you. Now we're driving with the car radio low, dashboard glowing in the silver dark. Hear that old tune that we danced to by the ocean. Takes me back to where we found our spark. On the promenade the little shops are closing, but the wheel still paints the night with fire. And your smile in the mirror has that same soft wonder that it had the night you lit my life. Every time the chorus plays, I can see those summer days. All the laughter, all the spinning steel, all the quiet love by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we were turning round and round above the sea. Every creak and every shimmer held a promise just for you and me. If the years go by and all the world can change its face, I will still be right beside you in that shining place. In my heart I'm always waiting by the Ferris wheel with you. We have mornings full of coffee in the kitchen, little notes you leave beside my cup, all the quiet ways you say you're always with me keep my drifting heart still looking up. And on evenings when the wind begins to whisper and the tide rolls in with gentle sighs, we'll park the car and walk along the wooden railing. Let the colored lights fill up our eyes. Life can move like turning cars below us on the ground. Faces fade and streets can change their names, but every time we hear that distant carnival sound, we remember where our stories stay the same. So if I ever feel the years begin to steal, kiss me once again by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel we'll be turning round and round above the sea. All the days behind before us fold together when you're close to me. Let the waves roll in and carry off the noise and haze. We will hold this little circle as our sacred place for as long as I am breathing. I will stand right here with you by the Ferris wheel, believing every Every night our love is new. By the Ferris wheel, my darling, I'm forever next to you. Whispers by the waves, as I hear them call your name. Soft along the shore, nothing feels the same. The wind is soft along the pier tonight. I walk the boards where we were side by side. Moonlight trembles on the silver tide. Every gentle step is pulling me through time. I hear your laughter in the ocean air. Every little wave is saying you'll be there. Whispers by the waves calling out your name, carrying my heart where the water breaks. Whispers by the waves saying you're the same. Baby, when you come, we won't drift away, just you and I, with whispers by the waves. I see us parked beside the sleeping shore. Old car radio playing something slow. Your hand in mine, I couldn't ask for more. Dashboard glow was painting you in gold. This morning's letter had your crooked line. Darling, I'll be back, will you still be mine? Whispers by the waves calling out your name, carrying my heart where the water breaks. Whispers by the waves saying you're the same. Baby, when you come, we won't drift away, just you and I, with whispers by the waves. Now in the cafe window, watching through the rain, candles in the glass, shadows on the wall. Every swinging door makes me rise again. Every passing stranger makes my poor heart fall. Then the doorbell rings and the whole room slows. I see your silhouette and every memory glows. We walk together down the quiet street, side by side again like the days before. The tide is humming us a gentle beat as we find our footprints on the moonlit shore. Whispers by the waves circling at our feet, brushing out the years, making us complete. Whispers by the waves, nothing left to say. Hold me close tonight, love, and we'll always stay, just you and I, with whispers by the waves. Just you and I, with whispers by the waves.
Every word you sang still whispers my name. Alright, I walk these rainy sidewalks with your letter in my hand. Streetlights making halos on the shining pavement land. People rush around me, but I move in my own time, reading every line of you between the drops that slide. I stop beside the window of the little corner cafe where we used to trace our names in fog and laugh the night away. Your handwriting on paper feels like you're still here. Every curve and every word brings your voice to my ear. When the thunder rolls so low and the city moves in black and gold, I unfold your pages one by one till the storm inside my heart is nearly done. These letters in the rain are how I hold you close again. Every gentle line says that you are mine across the miles, across the pain. These letters in the rain turn every teardrop into your name. Till you're back one day, I'll keep you this way. In these letters, in these letters in the rain. Sometimes I drive alone at night just to feel you near. Car radio is playing all those songs you love to hear. Dashboard glows a softer gold than any city light, and I pretend you're by my side, humming low all night. At every red light waiting, I take out your photograph, the one we took that Sunday when we couldn't stop our laugh. I see your eyes and suddenly the distance falls. Your picture leans against my heart like you're here after all. Every chorus on the air sounds like you're still standing there, singing softly, darling, don't you cry, while the wipers chase the raindrops from the sky. These letters in the rain are how I hold you close again. Every gentle line says that you are mine across the miles, across the pain. These letters in the rain turn every teardrop into your name. Till you're back one day, I'll keep you this way. In these letters, in these letters in the rain. Oh, they say that time will heal a heart and make the waiting small, but I have counted every day and I still feel them all. Yet every postmark proves to me you're finding your way home. Each stamp a tiny promise I won't always be alone. I press your folded pages to my chest before I sleep. I dream of us together and the vows we're gonna keep. Morning finds me standing at the window once again, watching clouds roll over town and thinking of your pen. One day that last long letter's gonna say you're on your way. You'll step out from the station in the soft light of the day. We'll find that little cafe in the corner where we sat, and I'll read the words, I'm yours for good. Imagine that. Rain can fall forever, but it can't wash you away, 'cause every drop that hits my hand spells out your name. These letters in the rain have kept our love so warm and plain. every stormy night, you're my guiding light. In every word you chose to send, these letters in the rain have turned my weighing into refrain. When you're finally here, I'll hold you so near. We won't need letters ever again, but I'll always keep these letters in the rain. Ooh, till you're in my arms, I'll read you in the rain.
Rain on the pavement, saxophone sighs in the dark. I saw you standing by the midnight street. Lean on your flexions at your tired feet. Rain on your lashes, collar turned up to the cold. I held my breath and watched you brush your hair, like all the years were somehow never there, like we were still that story waiting to be told. I took a step and said your name. You turned around, it felt the same. Thunder low and traffic humming slow, and all the words I meant to say years ago. You smiled that little sideways smile, said it's been such a long, long while. Then raindrops started falling faster down, so I opened my umbrella for us both in this old town. Under the same umbrella, we are standing close again, listening to the city whisper like an old best friend. Under the same umbrella, all the lonely nights fade through after all these drifting years. I'm under the same umbrella with you. I used to write you letters late at night, folded my heart in every crooked line. Your name in ink beneath the kitchen lamp's soft glow. Some I mailed and some I put away. Couldn't find the brave right words to say, so I let the silence follow where you'd go. Now here we are on this busy street, puddles shining round our feet. You laugh and say, do you still talk in rhyme? I say only when I think of you in time. Your hand brushed lightly into mine, like we just stepped back across the line. And every unsent page inside my chest turned into one small moment, doing all the rest. Under the same umbrella, we are standing close again, listening to the city whisper like an old best friend. Under the same umbrella, all the lonely nights fade through after all these drifting years. I'm under the same umbrella with you. Later we're parked by by the riverside, car radio glowing from the dashboard light. Some old slow song is humming low and warm. Raindrops race each other down the glass. You trace our initials where they pass. Say, funny how a little rain can calm a storm. You tell me where the road has been, the ones you lost, the ones you've won. I whisper if there's a road that leads you home. You don't have to walk it, darling, all alone. Let the wipers keep a gentle time. Let the saxophone draw out the line. All the miles that kept us far apart are soft as water on the windows of my heart. If tomorrow comes and starts brand new, I wanna face the morning next to you. Under the same umbrella, we can learn to love again. Every tear and every mile falling like the evening rain. Under the same umbrella, in this quiet silver hue, I'll spend my life, my darling. Under the same umbrella with you. Under the same umbrella, as the city fades from view, let the night keep pouring down. I'm under the same umbrella with you. With you.
Jukebox hearts tonight. In that small town hall on Friday night, paper streamers swaying in the yellow light. You were leaning by the jukebox, eyes down shy, till the song that you loved made you lift your eyes. I was standing quiet by the door in back, counting every click along the record track. Then you smiled and gently reached for me, dropped a silver coin and set our hearts in key. I didn't know your name, but I knew that tune, spinning through the smoke and the sweet perfume. Every little harmony above the noise made us feel like the only girl and boy. Jukebox hearts tonight, turning in the glow, two young strangers swaying soft and slow. Jukebox hearts tonight, holding on so tight, learning how a simple song could light our lives. Through the years and every wrong and right, we're still just jukebox hearts tonight. Summer brought the fairground to the edge of town, Ferris wheel lights going up and down. You and I would slip away from all our friends, chase the colored bulbs around the turning bends. When the midway quieted and the sky turned deep, we'd walk back to the hall where the shadows sleep, feed another dime into that faithful machine, dance until the night felt like a movie scene. Every little record had a story spun, but there was only one that we'd always run. Soon as that familiar drum would start, I could feel your cheek rest softly on my heart. Jukebox hearts tight, learning how a simple song could light our lives through the years and every wrong and right. We're still just jukebox hearts tonight. Now the small town hall is quite still and worn. Paint is peeling softly where the flags were torn, but our little house is glowing warm and bright, with the kitchen radio singing through the night. You're humming at the sink in the porch light shine. I come up behind you, slip your hand in mine, turn the dial until that old song starts, and we're once again those two jukebox hearts. We've had hurried mornings, bills upon the chair, rainy days and worries hanging in the air, but every time our favorite melody plays, all the faded edges turn to golden days. Let the world keep changing, rushing down the line. We'll just keep on dancing in this life of mine, 'cause when the shadows gather around our door, that little tune is all we're asking for. Jukebox hearts tonight, in our quiet room, spinning through the laughter and the gentle gloom. Jukebox hearts tonight, holding on so tight, older now but still the same soft light through the years and every wrong and right. I'll be your jukebox heart tonight. And when they play that song and fade the lights, we'll still be jukebox hearts tonight. Walking on the boardwalk, sand was blowing at our feet. All the tide lights on the water made the shoreline look so sweet. You were talking about tomorrow, with your collar turned to wind, when you took my hand and whispered, let this be where we begin. Every wave that broke beside us seemed to spell your name in foam. I could feel a brand new heartbeat saying, here is finally home. And I said, I'll meet you by the sea, when the night wind finds the harbor. You can always look for me where the lanterns paint the pavement in a silver memory. Anytime you lose your way, I'll meet you by the sea. Then the seasons turn without you, as you chased a distant dream, but the shoreline kept your footsteps like a soft and shining seam. I would walk that evening promenade with my scarf around my hair, listening to gulls and laughter just to feel you almost there. I would close my eyes and picture how you'd smile and turn around, with your suitcase by the railing and your heart in every sound. And I think I'll meet you by the sea when your journey's finally over, and you're where you long to be. I'll be standing by the railing where the waves brush quietly. If you come some distant night, I'll meet you by the sea. Years go by like rolling breakers, but the moon still rides the foam. Every sunset on that to see, 'cause I'll still meet you by the sea. When you're tired and wandering footsteps need a place to simply be, where the wind can hold our secrets and the dark feels safe and free. I will lift my face to yours when you're standing close to me. Every time your shadow falls, I'll meet you by the sea. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, softly. Sha-la-la, come back, love, to me. I'll be waiting where you found me. Sha-la-la, I'll meet you by the sea. Spin that old song, take me back tonight. We were just two faces in a small town Friday crowd. Neon on the dance hall sign, humming soft and loud. You dropped a shiny quarter in the dusty jukebox glow. Said if you'll take my hand tonight, I'll never let it go. The record cracked to life and all the room just slipped away. Your fingers laced with mine like they had always known the way. I heard the drums and bass and felt you pull me near. Every little heartbeat said you're safe with me, my dear. And all at once the world turned black and white to gold, as shadows on the wooden floor kept swaying slow and bold. I knew right then, beneath those colored lights, we'd still be dancing in our hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight, spinning love in soft blue light. Every song we knew pulled me close to you, wrapped in harmony so right. Jukebox hearts tonight, found a home in your brown eyes so bright. Through the years we've grown, but I still feel that night when we were just two jukebox hearts tonight. Later at the summer fair, the Ferris wheel climbed high. We floated over tiny streets and tiny porch lights in the sky. You brushed a strand of hair away and whispered, can you see? Someday there'll be a little house where you come home to me. The midway faded slowly as the stars began to show. Cotton candy on your sleeve and music soft below. I tucked my head against your shoulder, warm and sure, thinking if this is how love starts, I couldn't ask for more. And when the ride came down, the world felt new and small. You walked me past the quiet yards and down the crimson fall. Every step beneath the moonlit night kept echoing that sweet first song inside. Jukebox hearts tonight, spinning love in soft blue light. Every song we knew pulled me close to you, wrapped in harmony so right. Jukebox hearts tonight, found a home in your brown eyes so bright. Through the years we've grown, but I still feel that night when we were just two jukebox hearts tonight. You parked beneath my porch light, left the motor softly still. The crickets sang a second verse from somewhere on the hill. You traced a little promise on my hand with yours in mine, saying if you'll stay beside me, girl, I'll love you for all time. Now every time that porch light shines on evening two silhouettes and all the world so far away, with nothing but our beating hearts to tell us what to say. Now the dance hall's just a memory and the fair's moved on each year, but in our little living room that old song reappears. You put the record on and take my wrinkled hand in yours. We're young again, the moment that first sweet chords, and I still feel the trembling of that very first slow spin. Every time the needle falls, you're choosing me again. Jukebox hearts tonight. After all these turns of life, every gentle sway takes me back that way to the girl who said at first alright. Jukebox hearts tonight still beat together in this quiet light. With your arms around me, the years all fade from sight. We're forever just two jukebox hearts tonight. Oh, forever just two jukebox hearts tonight. Spin that old song, hold me close tonight.
I saw you through the window of a little riverside cafe, stirring sugar in your coffee like you always used to do that way.
I pretended not to notice, but my heartbeat gave me right away. All the years between us faded like the clouds on a summer day.
Rain was drawing gentle lines on the dusty window pane,
And the river kept on rolling, humming low just like a train.
when you finally looked and smiled, all the distance broke in two. Every old unspoken promise floated back into the room. Oh, I remember folded letters with your name I never sent,
And the photographs I kept of every night we ever spent.
all the ink and paper couldn't hold the tears we cried. So let's walk together back to the riverside, back to the riverside, where our hearts first learned to fly, where the dusk and water met and you were standing by my side.
Hand in hand we'll let the present wash the lonely years away.
Back to the riverside,
Beginning again today.
back to the riverside,
Where we found our foolish pride.
where we swore we'd never part, and then we let that promise die.
If there's still a spark between us, let it be our guiding tide. Take me back,
Back to the riverside.
I remember how we partied on a cold October night. You were chasing bigger dreams, I was scared to hold on tight.
I said love will wait forever, then I boarded that midnight bus.
But forever felt much shorter when it wasn't us.
In the cities that I traveled,
Every river looked like home.
in the quiet of my kitchen,
I could feel you when alone.
now the rain on this old window sounds like pages turning slow.
Every drop a whispered, maybe we were never meant to grow.
There were boxes full of postcards that I started touring to,
And a song
were standing by my side.
Hand in hand, we'll let the present wash the lonely years away.
Back to the riverside,
Beginning again today.
back to the riverside, where we found our foolish pride, where we swore we never part, and then we let that promise die.
If there's still a spark between us, let it be our guiding tide. Take me back,
Back to the riverside. So I rose up from my table,
left my coffee turning cold,
and I met you in the doorway.
like we did in days of old.
You said, tell me where we're going,
I said anywhere with you.
but our footsteps knew the way before our hearts could speak the truth.
Down the little crooked sidewalk where the willow branches lean,
Past the lamplight on the corner,
painting gold on everything.
when we reached the quiet water,
All the memories open wide, and the evening wrapped us gently in its tide.
if we stumbled on the stories that we never told out loud,
If we tremble at the future or the weight of what we vow,
we can listen to the river, let it carry every sigh, every doubt we ever had can drift on by. Take my hand and let the moonlight
draw a silver line for two,
let the ripples write forever.
in a language just for you.
If we only get 1 second chance to turn the falling tide,
Let it start right here beside the riverside. Back to the riverside
where our hearts first learned to fly, where the dusk and water met, and you were standing by my side.
Hand in hand, we'll let the present wash the lonely years away.
Back to the riverside,
Beginning again today.
back to the riverside. Let the past fall from our eyes, every tear a little star that never truly said goodbye.
If tomorrow tries to shake us, we'll remember how tonight
Brought us back, back to the riverside. Back to the riverside,
back to the riverside,
where your heart found mine.
and mine found yours.
Back to the riverside once more. The rain draws little rivers on the glass. I see your shadow long before you pass.
You push the door, the little bell rings low. Coat still shining with that city glow. We trade a nervous, half-remembered smile, like two old songs we haven't heard in quite a while.
I touch the chair we used to share at night, back when the river held the last of light.
I say your name and in the window pane I see the boy I knew come walking back again.
All those letters that we never sent,
All those years we wondered where they went.
now they're rustling like a quiet refrain, here at this cafe window in the rain. Cafe window in the rain,
Holding all our
drop upon the glass
brings another moment back.
Cafe window in the rain,
Heartbeats tapping soft again.
after all the miles and pain, we are here, just you and I, by this cafe window in the rain.
Do you remember how the river turned to gold when we were far too young and far too bold?
Walking by the water at the edge of town, trading little secrets as the sun went down.
I used to write your name along the margin line on folded pages that I never let you find. Kept your photograph inside a book of rhyme, promising my heart you'd come back sometime.
When you left beneath that evening sky,
I watched your taillights slowly drift on by.
car radio and dashboard glow in view,
Playing all the songs I never sang to you.
Cafe window in the rain,
Holding all our yesterdays.
every drop upon the glass
Brings another moment back.
Cafe window in the rain,
Heartbeats tapping soft again.
after all the miles and pain, we are here, just you and I, by this cafe window in the rain.
Now you're laughing like the girl I used to know, stirring sugar in your cup so slow. And you're tracing little circles on the tabletop, like every ticking second is a chance we've got.
you say you're tired of the long and lonely years.
I say I'm through with writing love in ink and tears. Maybe fate was only waiting in this lane to bring us to this cafe in the rain. Let the river carry off the lonely nights.
Let the raindrops wash away the last goodbye.
We can start our story on a brand new page.
To the gentle saxophone
upon this tiny stage. If tomorrow tries to pull us far apart,
We'll come back here
and listen to our hearts.
while the storm sings softly on the window pane.
We will fall in love all over once again.
Cafe window in the rain,
Where our second chance remains.
every shimmer on the glass.
Sings that we can make it last.
Cafe window in the rain,
Let the world rush down the lane.
we will sit here hand in hand while the band begins again. And forever when I hear your name,
I'll see this cafe window in the rain. jukebox, eyes down shy, till the song that you love made you lift your eyes. I was standing quiet by the door in back, counting every click along the record track. Then you smiled and gently reached for me, dropped a silver coin and set our hearts in key. I didn't know your name, but I knew that tune, spinning through the smoke and the sweet perfume. Every little harmony above the noise made us feel like the only girl and boy. Jukebox hearts tonight, turning in the glow. Two young strangers swaying soft and slow. Jukebox hearts tonight, holding on so tight, learning how a simple song can light our lives. Through the years and every wrong and right, we're still just jukebox hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight. Summer brought the fairground to the edge of town, Ferris wheel lights going up and down. You and I would slip away from all our friends, chase the color bulbs around the turning bends. When the midway quieted and the sky turned deep, we walked back to the hall where the shadows sleep. Feed another dime into that faithful machine, dance until the night felt like a movie scene. Every little record had a story spun, but there was only one that we'd always run. Soon as that familiar drum would start, I could feel your cheek rest softly on my heart. Jukebox hearts tonight, turning in the glow. Two young strangers swaying soft and slow. Jukebox hearts tonight, holding on so tight, learning how a simple song could light our lives. Through the years and every wrong and right, we're still just jukebox hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight. Now the small town hall is quiet, still and worn. Paint is peeling softly where the flags were torn, but our little house is glowing warm and bright, with the kitchen radio singing through the night. You're humming at the sink and the porch lights shine. I come up behind you, slip your hand in mine, turn the dial until that old song starts, and we're once again those two jukebox hearts. We've had hurried mornings, bills upon the chair, rainy days and worries hanging in the air, but every time our favorite melody plays, all the faded edges turn to golden days. Let the world keep changing, rushing down the line, we'll just keep on dancing in this life of mine. 'Cause when the shadows gather around our door, that little tune is all we're asking for. Jukebox hearts tonight, in our quiet room, spinning through the laughter and the gentle gloom. Jukebox hearts tonight, holding on so tight, older now but still the same soft light. Through the years and every wrong and right, I'll be your jukebox heart tonight. And when they play that song and fade, the lights will still be jukebox hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight. Jukebox hearts tonight. Ooh.
Kettle on the burner, ticking of the clock, moonlight on the window, and the world all locked. It's late and the children are dreaming upstairs, toys on the rug and a coat on the chair. You're standing at the counter in your faded robe,
turning down the radio soft and low, yeah. I pull out your old chair, let the lamplight fall on the little chip cups and the peeling wall. You bring the sugar bowl with that sleepy smile, like we've come to this moment from 1,000 miles. In the hush of the house, when the streets go still, every little heartbeat seems to lean on your will. And I find more heaven in this simple night than I ever did under any bright spotlight. At the kitchen table, when the day is through, I fall in love all over just by looking at you. With the small light burning and the whole world hazy, your hand in mine makes the hard days easy. At the kitchen table, in the midnight glow, we talk so soft while the warm steam flows. If the years run on and the sky turn unstable, I'll meet you every evening at the kitchen table. You open up a shoebox with a quiet sigh, letters tied in ribbon from the days gone by. There's a photograph faded at the edges seam, two kids in a doorway full of hope and steam. I read my own handwriting from another year, shaky little promises and borrowed cheer. You laugh at the grammar, wipe away one tear, say you didn't have much, but you meant it, dear. We pass the memories gently back and forth, like we're counting all the ways that we found our worth. And the light from above draws a simple ring, a golden little halo where our fingers cling. At the kitchen table, when the day is through, I fall in love all over just by looking at you. With a small light burning and the whole world hazy, your hand in mine makes the hard days easy. At the kitchen table, in the midnight glow, we talk so soft while the warm steam flows. If the years run on and the sky turned unstable, I'll meet you every evening at the kitchen table. We never had a ballroom or a chandelier, just a creaking wooden floor and each other here. But I'll spin you round the linoleum slow, let the fridge hum, keep a gentle tempo. Outside there's a city chasing neon and speed, but we've got everything that our hearts could need. One tight old lamp and your sweet tight eyes, and a love still shining like a new sunrise. Oh, at the kitchen table, with the window dark, we trace our tomorrows in a coffee mug. We don't need an orchestra or a fable, just a late night laugh at the kitchen table. Oh, at the kitchen table, when our hair turns gray, we'll be telling the same old stories the same old way. If my hands grow shaky and my steps aren't stable, I'll still reach out for yours at the kitchen table. So when the daylight fades and the hours grow few, I'll turn on that lamp and sit across from you till the very last sunset. If I am able, I'll love you forever at the kitchen table.
Footsteps in the evening.
Your shadow looks the same.
I saw you on the corner, under streets that knew our names, with the raindrops on your collar and that old coat barely changed.
I almost kept on walking till you softly said my name. Then the years between our letters fell away like they were rain.
We were strangers, we were something.
We were pages never read.
All the words we left unwritten
Came back rushing to my head.
Porch light in the rain,
Shining like a flame,
guiding two lost hearts
back home again.
Every drop that falls
Keeps whispering your name while we stand together under porch light in the rain. Ooh.
I said, let me drive you home now,
I said, let me drive you home now.
as the night kept pouring down,
Radio low on the dashboard,
playing soft old Motown sound
we were laughing in the silence,
about the things we never said,
watching wipers chase our memories
down the glass in streaks of red. All the miles and all the evenings I had walked this road alone.
Felt like they were always leading back to where your hands are warm.
Porch light in the rain,
Shining like a flame,
guiding
two lost hearts back home again.
every drop that falls.
Keeps whispering your name while we stand together under porch light in the rain.
At your gate the gravel shimmered,
In the glow of yellow gold
and your smile looked like a promise.
that the years can make grow old,
You reached out and took my umbrella,
pulled me closer out of you.
said if storms keep coming, darling,
Let me always stand with you.
let the thunder roll above us.
Let the city fade away
We've got coffee on the table,
and a quiet place to stay.
through the window of this evening
I can see our days ahead,
every sunrise gently starting where this rainy night has laid,
shining soft and plain,
turning every heartache into something new
again.
If tomorrow comes with sorrow,
We'll still feel the same, holding on together
every color shining bright under the Ferris wheel lights. You were waiting by the tickets, hands tucked in your Sunday coat. I was laughing with my girlfriends, trying not to let it show, when you offered me the blue ride, just a circle in the sky. But the world looked somehow different when I saw it from your side, while the horses spun in circles and the games all rang and chimed. Every turn around that midway felt like we were crossing time. Then the Ferris wheel slowed down, all the noise fell soft and small. I could hear my own heart beating like a drum beneath it all. Under the Ferris wheel lights, you took my hand so slow. All at once the summer breeze began to glow. In the hum of distant music, in the cotton candy night, I found my forever in your gentle eyes so bright. Under the Ferris wheel lights, everything felt new. Every little shining bulb was blessing me and you. If the years roll on and carry us far out of sight, I'll still love you like I did under the Ferris wheel lights. Later on, the fair grew quiet and the rides began to fade. You said, there's a little dance hall down the road by Maple Lane. On the corner there a jukebox cast a golden little glow. We put in our last 2 quarters, let the sweetest slow song flow. With your arm around my shoulders, in that small town shaded room, we were swaying like the branches to a soft September tune. All the tables disappeared then, just your heartbeat next to mine, and the Luddif was ringing like a bell to mark the time. Under the Ferris wheel lights, you took my hand so slow. All at once the summer breeze began to glow. In the hum of distant music, in the cotton candy night, I found my forever in your gentle eyes so bright. Under the Ferris wheel lights, everything felt new. Every little shining bulb was blessing me and you. If the years roll on and carry us far out of sight, I'll still love you like I did under the Ferris wheel lights. Driving home along the back road, windows down, the night so mild, car radio softly playing like a secret for a child. On the dash the tiny numbers shone a quiet silver glow. You reached out and held my fingers like you'd never let them go. Every farmhouse light was fading, every star began to show. But the world inside that front seat was the only world I'd know. Now the fair packs up its colors, summer folds its painted tent. Candy wrappers on the sidewalk tell the story where it went. Still I keep that night inside me like a song I hum alone. Every time the seasons wander, you're the place that feels like home. If the Ferris wheel grows rusty, if they close the fair one day, love will find another corner where the music softly plays. Under the Ferris wheel light, hearts were promised to each other in the night. Under the Ferris wheel lights, through the days and years to come, we will dance through every shadow to the same soft drum. When I close my eyes and hold you, everything's alright. I'm still standing next to you under the Ferris wheel lights. Sugar on the midnight air, old songs playing soft and slight. Every road that life may give us leads me back to you each night. When the world feels dim and distant, I just hold your hand so tight, and I see us young and shining under the Ferris wheel lights. Soft guitar under cotton candy skies, paper tickets in our trembling hands. You smiled slow when the midway lights turned our small town night into wonderland. We were just two shadows in the crowd, barely talking, hearts beating loud. You bought me cocoa at a corner stand, our fingers touching when you passed the can. We walked past the games and spinning lights, every color dancing in my eyes. That night you said, if you're scared you can hold on tight, as the Ferris wheel climbed into the sky. Up above the town so small, we could almost touch the stars and all. You whispered, close your eyes and feel, this could be something real. Ferris wheel promises turning in the air, round and round with you I didn't have a care. High above the midway, I learned how love can feel in your arms. Under Ferris wheel promises so real. Years went by like the painted cars, spinning slowly underneath the stars. We found a little cafe down the lane, warm glass windows in the autumn rain. We would watch the raindrops slowly slide, talking dreams with our hands entwined. You'd say, no matter where the seasons go, I'll be right here, you know. When the thunder rolled outside, you were my shelter, I was your bride. You'd hum that tune from our midway ride and pull me closer to your side. Ferris wheel promises turning in your eyes, round and round through all the lows and highs. In that rainy window glow, our little world was sealed, living out our Ferris wheel promises so real. Now the fair still comes each summer night. We hear the music see the lights from our front porch where the crickets sing. We watch the colors on the evening wind. The porch light shines on your sleeping face, soft as the years we can't replace. I kiss your hair in the kitchen glow while the midnight coffee slowly flows. If the wheel slows down someday, if the lights all fade away, I'll still hear your whisper in the dark, like the first time you circled my heart. When our hands are older, lined and worn, we'll remember that summer when love was born. No matter how the years may steal, I'm keeping every Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel promises turning through the years. Round and round we go, through laughter and through tears. From the fairground stars to the porch light's gentle peal, we're still holding on to Ferris wheel promises so real. Ferris wheel promises softly turning still in the quiet kitchen light, and every little thrill when the night is lonely and the world won't stand still. I lean on our Ferris wheel promises. Ferris wheel promises. Ferris wheel promises so
Streetlights in the distance, stretching out in rows,
and the night begins to shimmer where the soft wind blows.
I pulled up by a corner in an old blue ride.
Windows rolled a little down, spring air inside.
You slid across the seat with your Friday smile.
Said let's just drive nowhere for a little while.
We passed the sleepy houses and the movie sign.
Turn the radio up on that favorite line.
My hand on the wheel, yours on my sleeve. Every mile we traveled made it harder to leave.
We found a quiet hill where the world felt small. Just the hum of the engine and the crickets call.
The DJ whispered low, like a friend in the know, while our hearts learned the words they were scared to show. Under the dashboard glow, holding you so near, every little love song sounded crystal clear. With the car radio and the dark below, we were learning how to live under the dashboard glow. Under the dashboard glow, parked beside the sky, stars on the windshield, time rolling by. If the road got long or the days ran slow, we could find our hearts again under the dashboard glow. Oh.
I kept a little notebook in the glove box door.
Jotted down your dreams when you spoke
them soft before.
Someday we'll have a place with a porch and trees, where the nights aren't broken by sirens and keys.
You tap on the steering wheel, talking big and bright, while the radio faded into cotton light.
I look at your profile in the silver dial, think if this car keeps moving, I'll be yours all the while.
We pulled into a diner where the trucks all stayed, shared a cherry cola in the neon shade. And when it felt too crowded and the lights too strong, we slipped back to the silence where our hearts belong.
Under the dashboard glow, holding you so near, every little love song sounded crystal clear. With the car radio and the dark below, we were learning how to live under the dashboard glow. Under the dashboard glow, parked beside the sky, stars on the windshield, time rolling by. If the road got long or the days ran slow, we could find our hearts again under the dashboard glow. Years went by like markers on a midnight ride. We got that house with trees and the porch outside. Bills on the table, tiny shoes on the floor. Sometimes we forgot what we started out for. But whenever the worry climbed too high, we'd grab the keys and kiss the noise goodbye.
Down some old back road where the cool winds blow, we were just two kids again in the dashboard glow. Under the dashboard glow, when the world feels loud, we slip beneath the moon, far from the crowd. Let the radio find us that gentle flow, while we promise one more time in the dashboard glow. Under the dashboard glow, when we're old and gray and the engine's tired and the paint's worn away, we'll still hold hands when the low beams show two silhouettes in love under dashboard glow. So if the road gets rough and you don't quite know, I'll be waiting by the curb, ready just to go. Turn the key, my darling, let the soft lights show. We'll ride on forever under the dashboard glow. Ooh, the dashboard glow.
We were kids down at the summer fair, candy apples, dusty air. You were laughing on the Ferris wheel, with the moon caught in your hair. Every August when the Midway closed, I'd be packing up again. You would walk me to the platform just to watch me board the train. Ticket in my shaking fingers, smoke was hanging in the night. You said I'll be here when you need me, just look back and see my light. Porch light, midnight whistle cries your name across the plain. If you see that little glow at the edge of our old lane, know my heart is waiting patient till you're in my arms again. Got it home by that porch light midnight train. All those letters with your careful hand, cross the miles between our towns, folded corners, faded perfume, little hearts and scribbled vows. You said I'll be on the front step late, just to hear that engine moan. If you ever feel too lonesome, let these words just lead you home. I would read them by my window as the night pressed on the glass, heard the quiet rails in echo, pulling me back to our past. Porch light, midnight train, in the rustle of those pages I'd remain. I could almost hear you breathing through the paper and the rain. Every line became a promise, every stamp a silver chain, pulling me toward that porch light midnight train. Years roll by like passing car doors, but some things don't slip away. There's a suitcase by my bedside, and I'm leaving one more day. If the schedule keeps its rhythm, if the stars still know your name, I'll step down onto that platform, looking for your light again. For that porch light midnight train, where you're waiting by the fence and the windows flame. I'll come walking down the gravel, call your name and drop my case, feel your arms around me trembling, find my long lost resting place. If I ever start to wonder what can pull me through the pain, I just close my eyes and ride that porch light midnight train. Porch light midnight train. Porch light midnight train. The first night that I saw you in the line, neon letters humming overhead that night. You asked me, is this picture any good? I said, it's better if you share it, if you would. We bought 2 seats up in the balcony, and the world turned black and white for you and me. I thought those reels would spin there all our lives. I never dreamed you'd vanish from my side. I still see our names in neon, glowing on a midnight street, high above the old box hall.
the show is long forgotten and the crowd has all gone home, in my heart they're always shining, our names in neon. We made that old theater our Friday place. We'd race the clock to get our corner row. You'd hide your smile behind a paper cup every time the movie lovers broke up. When the lights came up and people shuffled through, I'd read each new title like a promise made to you. I thought those reels would spin there all our lives. I never dreamed you'd vanish from my side. I still see our names in neon, glowing on that midnight street, high above the old box office where our shy young hearts would meet. Though the show is long forgotten and the crowd has all gone home, in my heart they're always shining, our names in neon. You said they're closing down this place next year, and held my hand a little tighter, dear. You left town chasing some faraway dream, but every night I run that same old scene. Tonight I'm walking past that corner again. The posters faded by the wind and rain. They changed the show and took the marquee down, but in the glass our faces still come floating round. I stand and watch the shadows on the door and see us buying tickets like before. I still see our names in neon, glowing on that midnight street, high above the empty doorway where my heart and yours would meet. Though the show is long forgotten and the crowd has all gone home, in my heart they're always shining, our names in neon, shining on. Calliope fading in the evening air, last song drifting over the county fair. Shoes on gravel, summer standing still, hearts lined up by the Ferris wheel. You stood in line with your ticket tied, cotton candy fingers in the midway light, hair up high in a ribbon bow, cheeks turned pink in the neon glow. I watched you laughing with your sweater thin, too shy to speak, so I just looked in, till you caught my eyes in the twilight hue.
the whole fair hushed down to me and you. The wheel turned slow against the dusky sky, stars peeking out, just a few up high. I heard my heart beat louder than the band when you smiled and reached for my hand. Under the Ferris wheel when the lights turned low, we found a little world where the wind won't blow. Hold me close and promise what you feel. Kiss me under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel in the summer air, nothing in my life could be more fair. If I live 100 dreams that all turn real, I'll keep the one under the Ferris wheel. We rode that circle like a silver ring, town below us like a little string. You pointed out your porch light down the hill, said that's where Mama waits until. We talked of school and the jobs we'd find, of leaving sometimes but not too far behind. And when the car stopped at the very top, time held its breath and refused to drop. The midway music softened to a sigh. Your lashes trembled when you closed your eyes. Above the barking games and turning rides, we made a promise the sky still hides. Under the Ferris wheel when the lights turn low, we found a little world where the wind won't blow. Hold me close and promise what you feel. Kiss me under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel in the summer air, nothing in my life could be more fair. If I live 100 dreams that all turn real, I'll keep the one under the Ferris wheel. Years rolled on like the rides we knew, but every August I'd come back to you. Sometimes the fair was small, sometimes it shone, yet we never walked those grounds alone. Now there's a porch light on our own front door, quiet kitchen, baby, shoes on the floor. And when the dishes clink in the evening hush, I hear that old Midway's gentle rush. People might say it was just one night, just cheap tin prizes and colored lights, but they don't know how a simple fare can turn into a life we share. When the days feel heavy and the skies turn gray, we pull out pictures from that fairground day, and every worry starts to lose its feel when we remember that Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel when our hearts were new, I found the long road that leads to you. From your mama's porch to our own small hill, it all began under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel and my memories bright, shining like our little porch light at night. If the world should fade and the noise turn still,
the little clock is ticking on the kitchen wall. The hands keep turning till I hear you call. I still remember when we met that springtime day, on a worn park bench where all the blossoms swayed. You were reading softly with your coat undone. Sunlight through the branches made a halo run. You looked up smiling when I asked to sit a while, sharing little secrets with a careful smile. Oh, the noisy city just fell out of rhyme when you said, I'll see you here again, same time. Now the seasons circle like the leaves that fly, but your footsteps find me as the hours go by. In this quiet corner where our lives align, you still come walking through my door at night. Every night at 9, you're coming home to me with your gentle eyes and your old coat swinging free. We put a record on and let the day unwind, swaying in the lamplight, leaving cares behind. I don't need a golden star or grand design, just your arms around me every night at 9. The kettle whispers while you're hanging up your hat. You ask how my day was, and we talk of this and that. The curtains shimmer with the streetlight silver glow, while our favorite melody turns soft and low. You hum the chorus as you reach to pull me near. All my worries quiet when your voice is here. In this little room the world is warm and small, and our simple love feels bigger than it all. All the dreams we planted grew in simple ways, in the way you listen when I speak my days, in the way you're waiting as the clocks all chime, keeping our old promise, same sweet time. Every night at 9, you're coming home to me with your gentle eyes and your old coat swinging free. We put a record on and let the day unwind, swaying in the lamplight. fly, leaving cares behind. I don't need a golden star or grand design, just your arms around me every night at night. Someday we'll be older and the days will slow, lines upon our faces where the years will show. But I'll set the table and I'll light the flame, waiting by the window when I hear your name. If the world grows colder, let the night wind moan. We will have this little house we've made our own, two familiar shadows in the soft design, meeting like we always do at 9. Every night at 9, you're coming home to stay, and the smallest moments chase the dark away. We let the music spin and let our hearts recline, moving to the rhythm of your hand in mine. I don't need a shining crown or grand design, just to be beside you every night at 9. Every night at 9, darling, you are mine. That's my forever wish. Every night at 9. The little clock is ticking in its gentle rhyme, and I whisper, hurry, love, it's almost time.
Soft-eyed moonlight and the melody. I'm still reading letters by the sea. I remember when the summer air played with ribbons in your hair. We walked along the seaside promenade, every step a promise that we made. You slipped your hand inside of mine, salt on your lips, stars on the tide. You whispered, when I have to go, write to me so I will always know. So when the seasons pulled you far, I wrote your name on every star. Now all these pages speak your name, every word a little flame. Letters by the sea, your handwriting in my hand, tiny waves of ink that only we could understand. I hear your voice between each line you sent to me, whispering through the wind, these letters by the sea. If you're out there somewhere thinking still of me, know my heart is here with our letters by the sea. Years have passed and on a rainy day I find that little cafe where we'd stay. Raindrops dance on the window glass, like every tear I never let you see pass. I spread your letters on the wooden table, reading slowly as long as I'm able. Outside the clouds keep rolling through, but inside this room it's just me and you. The coffee cools, the daylight fades, but not the words that we once made. Every dearest and my love floats around me like a dove. Letters by the sea, your handwriting in my hand, tiny waves of ink that only we could understand. I hear your voice between each line you sent to me, whispering through the wind, these letters by the sea. If you're out there somewhere thinking still of me, know my heart is here with our letters by the sea. Sometimes I walk where the shoreline bends, watching lovers holding hands like friends. I tuck your letters close inside my coat, every heartbeat matching every note. The waves roll in with a gentle sigh, gulls trace your name across the sky. Though time has taken you far from me, you're coming back in every memory. Maybe you're married, maybe you're alone, maybe you're chasing dreams you've always known. But if you ever feel the ocean call, think of that night when we gave it all. And if a moonlit breeze brings you to this shore, you'll find my footprints like before. I'll be standing where you once kissed me, reading out loud our history. Letters by the sea, your handwriting in my hand, tiny waves of ink that only we could understand. Through all the years and all the miles between you and me, your love still drifts ashore in letters by the sea. If the world forgets the boy you used to see, these pages still remember here by the sea. If you ever come back, love, you'll find me waiting with our letters by the sea.
Saw summer music in the evening air. You took my hand at the small town fair. Cotton candy clouds on a painted sky, laughter in the distance, children running by. You were standing there by the ticket stand, looking kind of nervous with your hat in hand. You said you maybe wanna take a ride, and the world grew small when I stood by your side. As the colors spun in a carousel light, I found my forever in a single night. Every little heartbeat learned a brand new feel when you pulled me close and whispered what was real under the Ferris wheel. That's where it all turned real, with the summer lights and the night so warm. Under the Ferris wheel, time had a way to heal. the summer lights and the night so warm. Under the Ferris wheel, time had a way to heal. Every only evening I had ever known melted when you walked me home. Now the years roll on like a lazy tide, but the glow of that evening never leaves my mind. There's a little fair in our living room when you hum that tune in the soft lamps bloom, and the porch lights on when you're late from town, like a tiny star that never lets me down. When you turn the key and you call my name, I still feel the Ferris lights around my frame. We don't need the summer tickets anymore. We can dance in slippers on the kitchen floor. But when life feels heavy and the nights grow long, I can hear that old fair playing in our song. If I ever wonder how our love stayed true, I just close my eyes and I'm there with you. Under the Ferris wheel, my heart remembers still the little moments that we didn't know would become the life we'd grow. Under the Ferris wheel, you taught my heart to feel with every sunrise and each evening. I'm the girl you're walking home. Under the Ferris wheel, love found a way to heal. Even when the seasons change and years have flown, I am yours and you're my home. Soft summer music in the